I have a recurring dream where um, where I'm back in school, and it happens a few different ways. I'm either in high school or I'm in college, and I either cannot find the classroom that I've been going to all year, or I for some reason have not been going to one class for the entire year, which is something I would never have done. And I'm freaking out because it's like the end of the year, or it's like I'm about to graduate and I can't graduate, or I haven't finished some final project that a big presentation or a big paper that would have taken me months, and I haven't done it, and it's like the last day, or I'm in college and I haven't gone to one of my courses for the entire semester, and I just realized it for some reason at the end of the semester, and I'm freaking out. And I have that dream every now and then. I've had it many times. I don't know why. I don't know if it says something about what I worry about, and the kind of person I am. But would love to hear if you guys have had that dream or that scenario. But always gives me the same feeling of like panic. Like why haven't I done this? It kind of happens where in a different way where I have a pet like a dog and I haven't fed it. Like I have forgotten to feed the dog in my dream for like days or weeks or something. And then I'm freaking out because I'm like, why did I forget to feed this dog? I don't know what that is. I don't know why I have those kind of dreams, but I'm always freaking out like maybe I have like a fear that I'm forgetting to do something I need to do all the time. But anyway, welcome back, guys. Firestarter Coffee Podcast. I don't know if I think it's episode 14 or 15. 14 maybe. It's been a couple weeks because I got sick. I got really kind of sick actually for the past 2 weeks, and I'm still a little bit sniffly, a little bit stuffed up, but it's not anywhere near as bad. I mean, I was completely blocked up. Like had a sore throat, had a dizziness and headache and the whole thing, and I was just kind of miserable for a couple weeks. I was so weak. Like I still haven't really worked out in like 2 weeks, which I hate, but I also I want to give my body. I don't want to stress it out more by doing it, even though I'm at the tail end of my sickness. I'm almost 100%. I don't want to push it. But I'll probably get back into that in the next couple of days. But yeah, been very sick. I'm a little rusty. I'm not I'm not used to talking so much. I've slowed down a lot on like all content, like TikToks and YouTube shorts and YouTube videos, and so I'm trying to at least have the podcast to be a consistent thing. Because I don't feel like I have to come up with like some quick, snappy, like entertaining quick little video. This I can kind of just talk about how the business is going, how I'm doing, talk about coffee, which I should put these in the shot. My 2 new coffees are the Embers and Smoke, I call them. Smoke is a dark roast, that's a black bag. Embers is a Nicaraguan medium roast. It's a nice nice warm feeling kind of, my tasting flavor notes: brown sugar, pecan pie, and chocolate. That's just the natural flavors I get out of it. I've had some really good feedback on it, so I'm really happy that I have it now. I'm a little worried about coffee supply in general, because if it starts to sell really well, then I'm gonna have to make sure that I can even get this again, because coffee is very up and down. It's a slightly different crop every year, and right now supply is really low, and so prices are really high. It's a really, really bad time probably to be in the coffee roasting business, but this is still my dream, so I'm kind of adjusting where I need to. These are priced a little bit higher than my first 2 coffees I released, because I need to make up some of that cost that I've been losing from rising coffee prices. But Yeah, the last couple weeks I've been so out of it. I really haven't been. I mean, I've been going to work, um, and then I've been doing what I can to um, keep things, just stay up to date on the like coffee orders and customer emails and all that good stuff. But I haven't had a whole lot of downtime. My weekends have been pretty busy too. So I'm glad I'm feeling better because being sick just sucks. As someone who's so insanely busy and I'm doing so much and I'm trying to do so much and do more, being sick is just the worst because it slows you down. You can't do as much as you want to. You start to feel behind, and there's nothing you can do. You just have to kind of sit there and hope that it passes. Um, I kind of got lost there. I forgot what I was talking about. Coffee, coffee supply. Um, yeah, I'm getting really good feedback on these coffees. So I want to continue to kind of put them out there and kind of promote them, I guess, because I um, love them and I want you guys to try them as well. And let me know what you think. Let me see what else I had. I had a few things on my. Oh, it did. We got our first kind of snowstorm here. I'm in the St. Louis area, more on the Illinois side. So usually we don't get this nasty of cold and snow this early in the season. I mean, it's December just started. Usually, really from now until Christmas, it's like cool, cold outside, but not like freezing. It's been like 20 something degrees, and just snow, like heavy snow, over the weekend. And this afternoon I had to leave work early, and it took me about. Usually it takes me like 30 minutes to get home, but it took me like 2 hours, because the roads are so bad. I mean, it's nice once you get home to have a nice, be snowed in. It's kind of a fun feeling, but yeah, it's really unusual for this time of year. But yeah, it's snowing. I tried opening the opening the window earlier to so you guys could see it in the video, but it just was like blinding light, like you couldn't even see anything. Um, oh boy, a little sniffly still. Yeah, a lot has happened in the last few weeks. I got my new coffees out there. I did start advertising more. Um, I'm starting to kick off more advertising, like with Google ads, and I did Facebook for a little bit, but I don't think my ad was that good, so I shut it down. I need to rework it, and then I'll try launching again. That's a tough thing to do, but I don't want to give up on that. I'm gonna have to rework that and hopefully have some success there. But I just started doing Google ads too. It's not a lot of money I'm putting into it, but I want to see how it goes over a certain period of time, and maybe if it goes decently well, jack up the amount that I put into it, and hopefully get more out of it. Yeah, I'm kind of blind going into the advertising. It's not one of my strong suits because it's not something I have spent. It's not something I ever did professionally, like when I was in the kind of more corporate world. Um, and whenever I get into it here, I get overwhelmed, and it's maybe one of my weaker points, business wise. I'm like, and I don't really enjoy it that much. So I'm hoping that I can do well enough, and I'm hoping that down the road, um, I can start. I can hire someone to help me with advertising. I enjoy almost all the other aspects of business, like even just making videos and content and marketing and um, making new products and like literally roasting the coffee and reaching out to people in my local area and keeping up with like inventory and keeping up with the website, which by the way I need to update the website. I think there's a lot I can do to make it look a little more appealing. But I like having a hand, like I like balancing all the different aspects of the business and um, keeping track of all the different lanes and making sure they all work together smoothly. Like that's something I'm really good at. Like at my job and in my business. So I think that's why I'm able to do this or why I even want to do this. If I weren't an organized person, or if I weren't at least okay at doing many different things, I don't think I could do it. I think it's not to sound, I don't know, this might sound kind of mean, but like maybe people who aren't as good as that may not thrive as much as a business owner or starting a business unless they have help. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna need eventually. I'm gonna need some help because there's some things like advertising that I don't do very well. But that's that. I started advertising over the last week or so and putting some money into it, and I want to continue to get better at that and see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated as it goes. There's so many different strategies. There's so many things you can read or see or watch. It's a very it feels like everyone's trying to do it, and some things fail spectacularly or some things succeed spectacularly. It's and you almost don't even know why. It's really to me at least, it's a very like, I can't control it, so I don't. It's overwhelming, and it feels like a gamble. I guess it kind of is on some level, but it feels like a gamble. But maybe that's just because I don't know enough about it. I'm not that good at it. What else I got going on? A couple more things. One, the new Call of Duty game came out. I don't know if I'm gonna lose some of you guys here, but it doesn't really matter. I don't have many listeners here anyway. The new Call of Duty game came out, Black Ops 7. And a couple things. One, which really, I don't know why this annoyed me so bad. Whenever I was Googling, like before the game came out, I would Google it, like Black Ops 7, like what's the news? The Google AI was consistently, I don't know what it says now, but it was consistently telling me that it wasn't a real game. Like even actually after it launched, when I was Googling it, sorry, it kept telling me that it didn't exist and that it wasn't a real game. And I was like, really? Like how can your AI not figure this out? Yeah, I have many what's the word? Complaints. What's the other word for complaints? Grievances, maybe? Grievances with AI. I talk about them often, but anyway, the new Call of Duty, it is not fun. And I enjoy like almost all the new Call of Duty games, but I more prefer the more like the Modern Warfare ones, just the way they feel. And even like last year, I think it was, Black Ops 6 was pretty fun. Like I played it for a while, like months consistently, like I spent a lot of time in that game, but this one sucks. And I'm still gonna probably tonight. I'm probably still gonna play it because I like playing something new. I just don't. I don't enjoy the maps. I don't think the guns are interesting. I think nothing's. And I also don't. This is a personal preference, but I don't enjoy the futuristic stuff. I do not enjoy when they try to jam like kind of theoretical futuristic technology and like weapons into games. I think it's always never feels right, or it just, I don't know, something about that style, that genre doesn't do anything for me. I was literally playing like the World War II Call of Duty World War II before this for a long time. Like that it's a really simple basic game compared to this, but it was so, I don't know why, it was so much more fun. Like I was playing that a lot. One thing that did help though was I'm on console, and I changed it so that I could only play against kind console players, and that really helped because like when I was playing with PC players, I was getting just destroyed like constantly. Um, Anyway, I'm getting too old for this. Probably sound like an idiot. I'm 31 years old. It's probably stupid that I even sit down and play Call of Duty still, but you gotta have something to shut your brain off and relax or have fun. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not a game. I'm not a gaming YouTuber. YouTuber podcaster. I'm not that guy. I do want to work with gaming content creators. I think it's a cool industry. There's a lot of cool people I like too. So I'd like to work with them or maybe do some sponsorships down the line. But I'm not a gaming creator. Just my 2 cents. If you guys are following along with me, let me take a drink of water. I'm starting to feel a little rough. The other thing I was thinking about, I was thinking about how the whole sphere of like motivational content, or maybe not motivational, but maybe more just business content, and like guys on YouTube that talk about business and starting a business, and maybe it could be motivational sometimes. When I was younger, I was really, really into that kind of stuff. And there's different ways of looking at it. And I think I've kind of figured out why I used to and why there's only a few that I still like watching or listening to. But why I enjoy that so much. Because a lot of times, like, those guys can get, like, heavily criticized, or, oh, you're just, making money off of basically nothing, or I don't know. But when I was younger, I was like, oh, I felt so motivated. Like, I felt like I could do anything, like watching these guys. But I never really did anything. I never really would act on it. But it like planted the seed, I guess. I think it planted the seed that otherwise wouldn't have been planted, which I think was valuable. And what I realize now as I'm older is, and why I still watch some of these guys is, as someone who's starting a business and trying to kind of like struggling with a lot of things, in business and getting going. Like, one, I get valuable advice from it. And two, it kind of just makes me feel like I'm not crazy and that I'm not like alone, because a lot of the, I don't say this to put anyone down, but like in my personal life, I don't have a ton of people around me that are doing what I am trying to do. Like, obviously I know some business owners and people that have been really successful, but maybe not in the exact thing that I'm doing, or maybe they're just, they're doing something totally different, or maybe they haven't scaled it to the level that I want to, or they haven't specialized in online orders and just stuff like that. They don't really have anyone that I'm close with that is doing exactly the type of thing I'm doing. But watching that kind of content on the internet is really valuable because it makes me feel like I'm not alone. Like, there's someone. It's like have a friend kind of that is like doing the same thing I'm doing, and that has done it better, and that I could learn from, and that I'm like, this is someone who's like me. Like, this is I didn't know these people were, like, if they didn't exist, like you'd think you're crazy, or you wouldn't know anyone like you. I don't know. That might sound a little what's the word, egotistical or whatever, but that's how I feel a lot of the times. I was just thinking about why I'm drawn to that kind of content so much. And when I was younger, it was kind of based on just a feeling, and I hadn't done anything yet, and it's kind of, on some level, it's like, well, what's the point of watching all that, like, business or motivational stuff if you're not doing anything? You're just filling a feeling, but never actually acting on it. You're just kind of entertaining yourself. But on the other hand, it may kind of plant a seed or make you feel like oh, I can do that. I'm like that person in that way. Like maybe I can do that someday, and then maybe someday you actually do. Um, I felt similarly about many musicians I look up to, where I'm not the most technically musical like gifted person or haven't studied music in depth or music theory, but I've been playing music for a long time, and I this album that I finished up, it will be released soon, but this whole album I made, and when I was younger I wrote a bunch of songs, just here and there, putting out songs. um, I think the reason I got inspired to do that, or had the maybe confidence to even try it and put it out, was because there were musicians I looked up to who I thought were like me. I was like, oh, I'm like that person. Like I have similar. I look at music the same way, or my personality's the same way, or oh, they don't have like super technical knowledge about music or training, or they're not like a super gifted. I mean, maybe they are, but they're not like um, a genius or just a prodigy. Like they just work hard. They just have ideas and they work them out and they try to make stuff and they just work hard. And I was like, well, I can do that. I'm like that person. So I think that those kind of things where you see someone who's like you, who's succeeded greatly in something you want to do. I think it's really important to like keep up with them and like absorb that content, and so it can kind of like guide you, or make you feel like you're not crazy, or just kind of give you a little bit of boost of like, hey, like you're kind of on the right track, like keep going, don't give up, basically. I just like that kind of stuff. Sometimes it's kind of empty and or superficial, but the good people, you can find a lot of good people on the internet. I don't know if that really made sense, or was or was interesting to listen to. Me on YouTube talking about why I like watching YouTube. But I think that's the bulk of what I have today. I'm getting over being sick. I'm still growing coffee. Still have big dreams for doing coffee. There's a lot I can do. There's a lot of ways I can grow, and I'm trying all of them. So between work and building my business and making videos and finish up this album, and trying to keep up with the family, I'm really busy. So hope you guys are staying busy too. Hope you got something that you're working on, and hope you also find some time to relax and some time for yourself. I think that's it. It's Monday? Is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday. Have a good week, everyone. And see you next time. Might be a week or 2 weeks or a month. I don't know.